Hello everyone, Vijay32 back again, and today I am back, unfortunately, with another induction into the Kickstarter Hall of Shame, and this is a big one in my opinion. And, well, who is it? Well, who that is Bocopo, which, by the way, has multiple accounts. You got this one, Bocopo Playing Card Company, which is listed as being from Scarborough, Ontario, which is obviously not true. And then there's this one, Bocopo Bicycle, same name. You see Lai Ching Alex Pua. Let's go back here, by the way, Lai Ching Pua. And then there's also Magic Square X Bocopo Playing Card Company. Let's see what the about says on this one. Load up. I just wanted to see the name on there if there was one. Neat, they backed the project. It doesn't say who and the name is on there. And then there's this one. This is also associated with, which is Sandy. But you see, it's also from Hong Kong. And you can probably see a couple of things on there. Suspensions. Now, why are they making my list? Why would they make my list? Well, I can't even see what the project this guy created, but I'll show you. Anyway, I suppose. Well, first of all, Bocopo is violating Kickstarter rules by having at least 4 different accounts. At least. I believe they might have at least one other one that was just a random name like Sandy, but I don't really recall 100%. And that's a no. You're supposed to use one account, not create multiple projects on multiple different accounts. So there's that. Another rule they have broken multiple times, to my understanding, is launching projects for something that has already been produced. A lot of these decks they produce and sell them in China first, and then they launch a Kickstarter project to sell the rest. Against Kickstarter rules. You're not supposed. You're supposed to crowdfund for something new, not resell something that's already been produced. And I believe they've been busted for that in the past. But this is your main account. There's various different projects. There's another issue, and that is plagiarism. They're stealing artwork and using it without authorization on some of their decks, including the deer you see on the Lost Deer playing cards. That is apparently plagiarized. Moving on to their other accounts. This one, can't even see. This one's private. Can't even see. But you can see Bocopo's logo on there. This one was created recently for these Bicycle Manike Nico playing cards. I would not be surprised if there's plagiarism in that one as well. Fred. Plagiarism in that one, it's been suspended despite the fact that it was funded. How that's going to work is Kickstarter going to demand them they pay back the money? Or are they just going to ban the account? I don't know. Let's see some of the other ones they did here. They did Frozen? Oh, I guess they did do Frozen. There's so many different ice theme decks, bicycle branded ice theme decks. On top of that, so that one's been suspended. Then these two have been suspended on the Sandy account, the Jungle Lost Deer playing cards and Mountain playing cards. Now, apparently I was the one who reported both of them. I know I reported one, but apparently I reported both of them. They've both been suspended, despite that they had funded. They were canceled. Actually, I think the Lost Deer one, well, it says 0 seconds to go. I don't think either one actually ended, so nobody lost money out on that. But again, there's plagiarism involved in them. The reason why I reported the Jungle Lost Deer one is because you saw over here, on a different account, the Lost Deer playing cards, forest ones. 2 different accounts for basically the same thing. And then the Mountain playing cards, well, I know there were apparently that they had been selling this one outside Kickstarter, and apparently there's plagiarism involved. And of course it's China, so in China apparently they have no rules against plagiarism. Everyone does it, of course we all know that, especially even playing cards. There's so many fake decks of playing cards out there. They just don't give two shits about plagiarism. But hopefully this comes back to haunt. You know, Bocopo, hopefully they get this banned outright. And if you're wondering what exactly, oops, look at this. This is, I should point out, this is from, well, you can probably guess, the Helios Sun, Luna Moon, and the Esther Star playing cards. And I got emails the other day from Kickstarter that they're, I don't know if you can read that or not, but there's an intellectual dispute. Both of those projects, despite the fact that they funded like a year ago, have now come under dispute. The creators saying that, and this is it right here, it's completely unaltered. They took this and put it on the back design of their playing cards, did a couple of different colors. They made a fair bit of money off of it. The creators, this Kokorina website, who designed this, the La Lune Totem as it says, they've tried communicating with Bocopo for months and to try to get some, you know, compensation back for their artwork being used. And Bocopo stopped responding to them, so they've taken it to Kickstarter. And now Kickstarter has suspended their projects and removed them from view, public view, so you can't see them. If you search for them, you won't find them. They are also associated with Kevin Yu, I believe, who is upset at this whole situation and no longer wants anything to do with Bocopo, and he had no idea they did this. I'm not even sure why he was involved with this project. He didn't do the art. He wasn't doing any of the fulfillment, so I don't know why he's involved in this project to begin with. But he was, and actually, was that on his account? Now I'm curious. Because I know he's got a couple different accounts too. It's not about him. This is about Bocopo. And Bocopo 100% deserves to be in the Kickstarter Hall of Fame. They 100% deserve to be named same. They deserve to be banned outright from Kickstarter, and they should be. Kickstarter should not allow them to run any more projects because it seems many of their projects have unauthorized uses of artwork, copyright infringements, plagiarism, if you will, and they're using multiple accounts to fund multiple projects at the same time. And they're using it to basically sell decks that have already been produced, or at least have in the past. I just wanted to see. Yeah, okay, so those were on his projects, so I can understand why he would be upset. I'm not sure why he was running those projects, but you can see, you can't see them. But we can click on them, and we should actually. Let's look at the copyright notification. Because that reflects bad on Kevin Yu, but why he was doing that, I'm not sure. Let's see that the Earl, and it was used 100% unaltered. Never mind, they shouldn't be using it, period, altered or unaltered. They contacted the company, settled the copyright violation. They stopped answering their emails for a few months now, and they used it in a second Kickstarter project. And they reported them, and yeah, outright they should not be allowed to run any more projects. And again, this is a fifth account, if you will, associated with Bocopo and their projects, and there could be more. So yeah, Bocopo, and I'm not throwing Kevin Yu under the bus. I'm not blaming him for any of this. Although, as a project creator or manager, he should know what's going on and not just run projects. But I'm not trying to throw him under the bus or anything. This is all on Bocopo 100%. And that's why they're on the Kickstarter Hall of Fame. Various Kickstarter violations, copyright infringements, and hopefully they have to pay back all this money. Hopefully they learn some lessons. Hopefully they get banned from Kickstarter, because I'm just quite frankly tired of their crap. Anyways, that is it. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Bit of a longer one, but there's a bit to discuss. We'll see you next time for more. Thanks for watching.